Good morning. One of these days I'm going to learn how to edit videos when I can get that software so that I can make these videos a little bit more fun and not just pure silence of me talking. So today I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do a video about, but I started a little ritual for myself today, so I figured it'd be a good day as I need to do a card reading. So I have not done one of those on here in a while, so when I was shuffling, I asked for a message for myself and also for the collective to share. And I actually was really pleased with what came out today. It rings very true to my life, and I'm sure it rings true to lives of other people. So I will get down to it. So I drew from 3 separate decks that I have. I don't have the box for it, and I apologize that this booklet is kind of torn up because I've had it for a while now. But I'll just show you what the decks look like. This is my Afro-Brazilian Tarot deck. This little booklet came with it. I will be honest, I am still learning the Orishas, the ones that are with this card, but this deck in particular has become easier for me to use. I think I've had it for about 5-6 months now. So I do look up the meanings because I'm still learning my cards as it is, but the messages still ring true exactly as I need them. So I still love this deck very much. This is the box for my second deck, my Angels of Abundance. These are my Doreen Virtue cards, and these are like messages from your angels, and I really do like these cards. They always have positive messages on them, especially the ones that I need to hear usually. And then my last set of cards, my phone is actually sitting on the box right now. I'll probably try to show it at the end of the video, but those are my Indigo Angel cards. And those are also by Doreen Virtue, which I happen to love. So I'm going to start off with the first card. The first card today was the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, I know the meaning for this card, but when I looked it up just to figure out what kind of definition I wanted to give today, it can be a lot about harmony and balance in relationships, but for me today, this card in particular was about balance within yourself. Finding that true happiness with yourself is how you're going to be able to form relationships in the real world, form romantic relationships, friendships, and finding that balance is important. Also, it comes from Cups, which is a water sign, which can be very emotional to try to get to know yourself and to know who you really are and the things that you want. So once you're able to use this Two of Cups in order to balance yourself out, the light and the dark, the good and the bad, you're able to find that happiness within yourself to go after the things that you want and go after the things that you need. The next card I had was the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups it's about knowing when to walk away from what's not good for you, but it also comes in with the Two of Cups, I feel like, as well, because you have to know what's not good for you in order to find that balance. So this card was just really important because I've had a lot of situations that I knew weren't good for me and I still stuck around for them. And in turn, there was no balance in my life. I got more bad than good because I was only accepting the bad things in my life. And even though I knew they were bad, I would still accept them anyway. So, knowing when to walk away is the best thing for you. And it can bring so much light into your life. So the last card that I drew out of this deck was the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, I did have to look her up because I don't usually draw this card very often. I usually draw a lot of the same cards. It's weird. I mean, that's just spirit talking, but the Queen of Wands is about an energetic woman. It's about a fire she has inside of her and a determination she has. And, she's ready to go. She's ready to accomplish her goals. And she does all that because she knew when to walk away from a bad situation. And she found that balance in herself. However, the Queen of Cups can also represent, going after what you want too hard. Sometimes you do have to know when to slow down, but again, it's all about finding that balance. So I see that a lot in myself and a lot in the people around me. it's just a nice reminder that, you know, all your goals are possible. You can achieve anything. You can be this woman or man with the fire in you, you know, ready to set out and accomplish your goals. Just know when to find that balance within yourself so that you're able to create and manifest those things into your life. My next cards kind of all tie in with the general message. So my first one was, I'm not really going to do these in order just because there's really no order to them in my opinion. These are my Angels of Abundance cards. So have courage and ask for help. And this kind of ties in with my Eight of Cups, like knowing to walk away from a situation. Sometimes you also have to ask, you know, your spirit guides, God, the universe for help so that these things can become more apparent to you. And sometimes they become apparent in the worst ways. You know, the universe has to kick your ass in order to see, hey, this is not good for you, walk away. And sometimes you have to ask for help in that. You have to say, you know, send me a sign, show me. So this card says, asking for help is a sign of strength, as it is accepting as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. So that's why I do these videos, because somebody has to repeat something in my face every day in order for me to get it. And even though I may not have many viewers right now, you know, someone out there is watching and this could absolutely help them. And I know it's hard for me to ask for help, but having the courage to do that is what builds that fire inside of me to be able to go ahead and give a message to someone else to let them know it's also okay for them to ask for help too, because we're all just really trying to find our way. And next card is Quiet Retreat, and this goes in with balance, you know, taking that time out for yourself to figure out what it is that you want and walking away from a situation. So also Quiet Retreat. And it's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. So this is a lot about disconnecting. I feel like everybody, including myself, gets really caught up in the internet, caught up in social media, caught up in what other people have and what other people want, and it can create this crazy, insane headspace where you can't focus on anything you want to do or create the balance in your life because you're worried about what everybody else is doing or what everybody else has, and that takes away from that fiery woman or man that you have inside of you, you know, that is ready to accomplish their goals. So take some time for yourself. I'm starting to do that. I stopped meditating for a long time. I mean, I call myself meditating in the shower at times, and like really taking that quiet time without my phone, without distractions, is really important because it just allows you to spend that time with yourself, get to know yourself, figure out what it is you do want and what you don't want, gives that chance for you to ask for help, you know, and speak to your higher source, speak to yourself, and figure out, you know, this is what I want. I'm gonna have the courage to ask for help and I'm gonna go after it. And then the last card I had from Angels of Abundance was Unlimited Ideas. My favorite thing that I've been saying lately is that there's not only one way to do things. So when you want to manifest something or when you want to go after something, you have a goal, some people are like, okay, I have this plan, I'm gonna do A, B, and C to make it happen. Well, what if A doesn't work? What if B doesn't work? Maybe C will work. You know, you have to be okay with having a backup plan. And Unlimited Ideas, it says, your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So I'm only going to say this just to share a little bit, just to give an example. So I want to travel the world, as I think I've said in my vision board video and another video before, travel vlogging. There's really not one way to do that. There's different ways. You can teach abroad, you can be a flight attendant, you can become, you know, a social media marketer. There is a lot of ways to do it. You know, I could easily say, you know, I'm going to be a flight attendant and there's no other way for me to travel the world, and then I would be blocking the blessings. But I have tons of ideas. I've been doing grant writing. I actually started that yesterday, which is my first time ever writing a grant. I've been applying for airlines. You know, I've thought of different things that I can do to bring that to me. Now, however they're going to reveal themselves to me, I'm not sure yet, but just having those unlimited ideas, it keeps you from focusing in so hard on just one thing, because you're holding so tightly onto what you want. You're not allowing your blessings to come in different kinds of ways. So always have unlimited ideas, because you never know how your blessings are going to appear to you. So those were my abundance cards, and then I'll get to the last cards. These are my indigo angel cards. So the very first one is allow love. That ties in once again with the Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups, because when we are allowing negativity to come into our lives, we're blocking love from coming in, because we're so caught up in the negative things that are happening. We're not allowing love to freely flow through into our lives, and it's kind of hard to let people love you. I know that I'm a Cancer. I'm not gonna say my moon and my rising, but generally I'm a Cancer, and it is very hard. I'm soft on the inside, hard on the outside, and it's very hard to allow love to come into my life, because I'm constantly blocking it, like, no, don't touch me, get away from me kind of thing, because I'm trying to protect myself. But when it's not saying don't be protective of yourself, but when you allow love to come into your life and you freely give it, then you're going to be able to create balance, which is going to allow those relationships to manifest, come into your life, and you're going to experience that true happiness, not just with other people, but with yourself. So allow love for yourself, and allow love to come from other people, and give love. Divine purpose. This ties in with the Queen of Wands for me. So everyone has a divine purpose in life, and it happens in divine timing. I don't even think I have my book. Yeah, I do. Sorry. I just kind of wanted to read Doreen Virtue's definition, because I like it. I mean, these cards are pretty easy to interpret, but I like reading hers. So anyway, it says, this powerful card relates to your mission here on earth. Your divine purpose is something you chose to experience on a soul level before coming into this lifetime. When you receive this card in a reading, the answer to your question has to do with life fulfillment and soul lessons. Choose the pathway that leads closer to your purpose, and let go of fleeting and temporary diversions. Know when to walk away. The divine purpose of the indigo is to bring about the changes our planet needs and help create a society built upon integrity, truth, and cooperation. This card is a message from the angels to realize how powerful and essential your role is in the world. This is a call to leadership. So, know your divine purpose. If you don't even know it yet, start to think about the things that interest you and love you. Not interest you and love you, but interest and that you love. Know when to walk away from the things that are not serving you and that are not for you, and it will probably lead you straight to where you're supposed to be, in some way, shape, or form. Which goes in with the allow love. Love yourself. I've had a very difficult time doing this. I'm still working on it. I'm a work in progress on loving myself. But loving myself, to wrap it all up, is going to, when I love myself, I know when a situation isn't good for me anymore. And I've been in very difficult situations where it was clear that I didn't love myself, because I was okay accepting negativity in my life, and I was drawing more in over and over again. I didn't know when to walk away, and I didn't have that balance. And therefore, it kept me from achieving my goals and having that fire drive inside of me. So, loving yourself is just, it's a daily process. But when you start to speak positive affirmations into your life every day, and I think I talked about that before, you create, this pathway of love and this pathway of acceptance. You start to find things you like about yourself more than things that you hate about yourself. And you start replacing I hate, or I don't have, or I'm not, to I am, I love, I create. And those things start to happen whether you realize them or not, because when you're saying I can't, I don't, I won't, you're speaking it out into the universe that you're not going to have those things, that they're not for you, you don't want them, go away, leave me alone. And you're having that protective shell around you, not allowing love and that positive energy to flow through. So I am not an expert tarot reader yet. I do believe I do have clairvoyant abilities, and I'm working on them right now. But the message today really rang true for me. I know that for a lot of young women out there and even young men, you know, in society, like, you know, especially the retreat card, that's why it's important when you're paying attention to social media and what everybody else has going on. It's really hard to sit back and think about yourself. And I think even as a millennial, I can speak on that. You know, we're selfish people, and it is okay to be selfish at times, because we need love first in order to give it. So when you're able to find, you know, that love inside of yourself, you can give it to others, and then you just create a stream of positivity to come in your life. And when you stop noticing the bad things and the good things, you know, your mindset is different. So it's about that subconscious reprogramming, which I'm working on every single day, and I encourage everybody else to work on it too. So that is all I have for today. I'm really gonna work on getting a new video. Oh yeah, I can show the Doreen Virtue box card real quick. I don't believe she does tarot anymore. However, I still love these cards very much, and I think in another video I'll talk about indigos and what they are. But I got these from Barnes & Noble, my other ones too, and I think I got my Afro-Brazilian tarot cards from Amazon. So if you're looking to start with a deck, I would recommend angel cards just because anybody can use them. You don't have to be religious. You don't really have to be spiritual. It's just positive words, and who doesn't want a positive message every day? So I'm gonna end it right here because now I am at 16 minutes. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.